and welcome back to a very special episode of the Majora's Mask playthrough, episode 116. Why is this such a special episode? Well, because I'm going to spend the majority of it just getting a heart piece that takes a really long time to get. So this part features copious use of the turbo button, so you don't have to sit through so much of it. I'm gonna add some music to it as well to liven it up, but not quite yet. For now, we're going to the swordsman place. We're gonna get a quick heart piece from this guy. Ideally, whenever you first play the game, you're supposed to come here to do a few little tasks and they teach you the controls of the game, but obviously I didn't do that because I wasn't really putting as much effort into this game as I wasn't really putting as much effort into the playthrough at the beginning as I am now. So I kinda skipped a lot of stuff. Regardless, once you've mastered the controls, you come back here, do the expert course, and jump slash all of the logs. You have to jump slash them because that's the only way to get enough points to get the heart piece. For some reason when I was playing this, my A button kept sticking and I kept messing it up, which is weird because that never happens normally, and it didn't happen afterwards either, but kinda like the game just hated me. But anyway. Pretty standard. All you have to do is target and hit A. Takes a few seconds and there you go. You gotta wonder all these NPCs giving you heart pieces. You gotta wonder what heart pieces do exactly. I mean, in-game. What kind of story explanation is there? Anyway, there's Mr. Postman over there. And there's the lottery place. If you go there, you can buy a lottery ticket, and with the time travel, you can know what ticket is going to win, and you can make some free rupees. You don't make very much, though. It's not like real life, where you make millions of dollars. Though there isn't any tax in this game either, so in the long run, you're kind of making the same amount. Ah! Topical joke. Anyway. So, yeah, the heart piece I'm getting in this part is, the one you get for depositing 5,000 rupees into your bank account. If you deposit 1,000, he gives you some interest, which is terrible, actually. It's the worst interest I've ever seen, but whatever. It's kind of better than in real life, actually. Every once in a while I get 1 cent deposited into my bank account. That's what they call interest. So I think if I got 5 rupees, that would be a step up from 1 cent, probably. But anyway, regardless. Normally I would get the 5,000 throughout the entire game, but since I kind of rushed through everything in this playthrough, I wasn't really paying attention to my rupees, and I forgot about this heart piece. So I'm gonna do a quick trick to get a whole bunch of rupees, and I'm gonna hit the turbo button in a moment. As soon as I try to shoot this guy and miss entirely, I'm pretty sure he drops a lot of money if you manage to hit him. Don't quote me on that, though, I'm not really sure. Anyway. So, yeah. What you want to do is come here and kill this bird 100,000 times. Enter Milk Road and exit it over and over again to get him to respawn, and he'll drop 200 rupees every single time. Just make sure not to let him hurt you, because then you'll lose your sword and stuff. The song that's playing right now is a song from my friend that he made for my 16th birthday. If you listen to the lyrics. It's not really his best song. It's just an acoustic little song that he made at like midnight for my birthday. But it is pretty nice to see that I have friends cool enough to make me songs. Well, I think it's nice anyway. I'm sure you don't care much, but I'm showing it off anyway. Brrr. Thank you, Justin. Yep. So I hope you enjoyed that. Anyway. So we got a few rupees now, and there's Anju with a parasol. She's going to see if Cafe will answer the bell for her. Of course he won't, because we're not doing the Cafe and Anju side quest. So we'll deposit what rupees we managed to get in that turbo section, and then we'll go and grab something else that I missed earlier. The next few parts I'm just going to be going around grabbing the 2 masks that I don't have yet, and collecting the rest of the heart pieces. And the big quiver, and the big bomb bag. And then we'll head to the boss. Hopefully by like part 120. Hopefully. I'm trying to fast track this. There's a heart piece that I need to get in this room, but this is not the time that I'm supposed to get it. I just immediately get kicked out. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure when I'm supposed to go there to get that heart piece, but I'll figure it out and go there in a future part. For now, I think I'm going to go get a couple heart pieces that I really should have grabbed earlier. They take about 5 seconds, so let's go do it. Woo. So, here's one that we get from the Cafe and Andrew side quest. Well, you'll see what I'm talking about in a moment if you don't already know. This is the mayor's office. Most of the townsfolk already have taken shelter without waiting for the mayor's orders. The only ones left are public servants and committee members. So yeah, if you read all this text, you'll see that there's quite the argument going on in Mayor Dutour's office. Or Dotour, whatever the hell his name is. It's very dramatic. I like how Tattle just flies around and rotates around people's heads and no one seems to give a shit. Very Zelda style. Which makes sense, because this is a Zelda game. You might remember Muto from my Apocalypse side video, where he was saying mere moments before the apocalypse happened that it wasn't going to happen. Kind of morbid. But cool in my opinion. It's nice to have one person who resolutely refuses to believe that the moon's going to hit into Termina. It's interesting. So, Mayor Dotour is a little bit sensitive about his wife. So, here's your trick. You put on the couple's mask to remind him about the importance of family, and change the dialogue here a little bit. What a nice reminder. So a young couple has been married. I wonder if my wife fleed. Fled, rather, not fleed. Unfortunately, even with the couple's mask, you don't really get the mayor to tell everyone to flee. He just kind of brushes everyone off. Not much of a happy ending. Pointless bickering. But we get a heart piece out of the deal, so cool, I guess. So that's one of those easy heart pieces that we missed. Well, we didn't miss it, but you know, logically I would have gotten it immediately after completing the Anju and Cafe side quest, as opposed to waiting until several hundred parts later. But whatever. The mayor's orders are absolute, so the gate guards are still standing by. Standing by. So dramatic. So anyway, in a moment you're going to hear a much better song from my friend Justin. Not an acoustic birthday song, but an actual mixed song. As we're going to go out and kill some more of that stupid bird. I forget his name, I believe it's Tukori or something? Either way, you don't want to let him touch you, because he steals your stuff and then you have to buy it back from the curiosity shop, which is really annoying.
Swimming about in the rain doesn't seem to entertain, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's not really much to say. Logically, I could have just skipped over all this fighting and just, you know, cut all of this and just started the part up again whenever I had all my rupees, but figured it'd be a little more interesting to play some music and turbo through all this. It's a little more visually appealing, I don't know. Plus I want to show off my friend's music. Whether you like it or not, it makes no difference to me. Well, it does kind of, but, you know, I like it. Hi. My roommate just entered and poured all sorts of clothes on his bed. Anyway, we don't quite have 5,000 rupees yet, but now that it's nearing night of the second day, I can show you a slightly easier way to get some rupees up. if you recall earlier on in the playthrough I said that if you kill enemies with the light arrows they drop more rupees. Turns out that's not really all that true. Most of them don't really have any particular effect. But there are some enemies that drop more rupees, and the blue bubbles that spawn at night in Termina Field are one of them. The real bomb shoes are not, but since it's not officially night yet, I'm not going to get any blue bubbles. But yeah, if you kill blue bubbles with the light arrows, they'll drop 50 rupees, which is another quick way to get some cash if you need it. And oops. I'm gonna get hurt a lot here because I'm turboing too to get to night of the second day. No, I'm actually not getting hurt. I thought the one behind me was gonna spawn. Okay, there we go. Now it's night. So yeah, they drop gigantic purple rupees. Collect those, run around Termina Field, grab them, kill Tukori a couple more times, and pretty soon you'll have 5,000 rupees. It's tedious, but really, if you're playing the game normally, you shouldn't really have to do this. I'm just doing this because it's a playthrough and not a particularly well-planned one. So, rush back, deposit these, run out here again. So last time I'm gonna have to do this. I almost have enough. Okay, now just gonna kill the bird. There we go. Alright. This guy must be happy. I'm sure from his perspective it just looks like I'm selling a lot of stolen goods, because how the hell else does a kid get like 4,000 rupees within one day? But hey, he doesn't care, he's a bank, just like in real life. But tish. So, I'll see you in part 117. Bye.